Another very cool product, which I call the workhorse for the custom painter, is the new S2-SG100, which is the Shimrin2 version of the SG100. How important is it and how nice is it? It's beautiful stuff. And I'm telling you what, if you put a sealer down and it's starting to run out of time and you're worried about it, you can't get to the painting right away, you can put a couple of coats of the SG100 on it, and now it can sit for a month, it can sit for a week, it can sit for the rest of the day, and all you've got to do is come in and lightly scuff it, either with a scuff pad or some fine sandpaper, and now you're ready to go with whatever your design choice was. It's a medium to low solid clear. It mixes the same as the old system. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts of the SG100 to 1 part of reducer. But like the old SG100, you can still double the reduction in it and use it for mixing pearls and doing candies by putting candy in it. Anytime you're using it as a carrier for another additive, we recommend the 1-to-1 reduction. So this is common. This is the same system that we've always had, except this one is environmentally solid and correct for the United States and Canada. And using the specialized reducers, you can use it in Southern California and no catalyst is required. So is it an upgrade? Big time. And how important is it? You need it in your shop. We offer it in gallons, we offer it in quarts, and it's simply reduced. Let's go ahead and mix some up so you can see just how easy it works. We're going to mix up some of this material now so you guys get an idea how simple it is to mix. We need to talk about a couple of things that we see used in error, and that is many people consider the SG100 as a build-up clear. Understand, when it's mixed 2-to-1, you can only put on about 4 coats. And if you double the reduction and you go 1-to-1, like you're using it with an additive or a candy concentrate or a pearlescent, you can bring those coats up to 6 or 7 coats. But understand, do not use it as a build-up clear. It's not designed for that. It doesn't have catalyst in it, and so that's the important thing that you need to remember. Simple to mix, 2-to-1 ratio, and as you can see, I've marked the mixing cup so no mistakes are made. Simply pour into the first mark, right there, and then bring on the reducer, and in this case, I'm using the California compliant reducer so that it comes into the VOCs in the strictest market in refinish in the United States, and that be Southern California. But that's where this would mainly be used. We make this reducer in 2 speeds, the 301 being slow, the 300 being fast. Bring on the stir stick, stir this together, and look at the viscosity. Look at how the thickness that you've got here. This is a nice clear for doing lots of things. Now, as we said earlier, you can use it over a sealer if it's getting close to its window, because if a sealer gets too dry, it's not going to be receptive. You know, the sealer lays there and begs for the top coats to a certain point. After it gets hardened, it closes that door, and anything you put on it's going to delam. So don't let those sealers go more. I like an hour as the final edge. And most times I'm coming in 30 minutes and I'm putting down my color, whatever it might be, my base coats. So keep that in mind. If a customer has a problem, chances are he's let the sealer go too long, and this is a big issue. So also for tape outs and protection over any other base, the SG100 is constantly used so that you're not pulling off pearl or metallic when you're doing your tape outs. We like a couple coats of this on and let it sit for 30 minutes. If you let each coat dry and vape its solvents, there should be no tape marks after 30 minutes. Now obviously weather can change that, the speed of the reducer can change that, and that's up to you, the painter, or you know, if we're talking to the counter guys, you guys have to explain to the painter how this stuff works. But it's simple. It's common sense thinking. Let each coat flash its solvent before the next coat goes on, otherwise you're trapping solvent. We ran a test in the lab, 3 coats back to back, and then 5-minute wait between the next 3 coats on each pass, and we found that we had tape marks in 30 minutes. We had tape marks on the one we didn't wait. It went out to 4 hours and still had tape marks. The one where we allowed that time between each coat to let it flash, no tape marks in 30 minutes. So understand, you're not going faster when you're not allowing those solvents out of the film, and that's true of all of our coatings. Follow those times between coats. Let the solvent step out. Remember, everything we paint today is liquid plastic. And if you think of it that way as a sheet of saran wrap going out over an object, you need to let those solvents out before you put the next coat of plastic over it. Common sense thinking. Explain to the painters when they buy the material, follow the rules.